And now, 4 minutes of football.
Oh, there you got it. Yes, indeed. Isn't that, that's a beautiful sound, isn't it?
Oh, yes,
many thanks to our buddy Jim Williams for that one. Listen, we're going to introduce here a new segment this evening that we're going to carry right on through the entire NFL season. And basically, here's the gist of it. Sidekick and I are going to be bringing different issues of any nature. It could be about any team, any player, any event that happens in football during the course of the week, anything at all. But we've got exactly 4 minutes to talk about it. That's it, 4 minutes, and we will be being timed starting now. Hall of Fame game this past Sunday. Now, we've already talked about it. Well, we talked about it pre-show a little bit. I sat and I watched it. Got a question for you. Is this a joke game like the Pro Bowl? Or has the All-Star game kind of become a cute tradition that we just got to open up with? What's your thinking?
Lame.
Lame.
Lame. That's in my notes. Lame. Hall of Fame
You
game.
know, the Hall of Fame game is what? The fifth game for a preseason team. So it's an extra game.
I mean,
And in this particular game, Tony Romo didn't even take a snap.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's a preseason game. It really doesn't mean anything.
Do you think it besmirches in some respects Canton? I mean, by even holding it.
I don't know. I don't. We talked about this this is like the All-Star game
See,
for me.
I'd like to
It
see
means
this
nothing.
be the All-Star game. That's where I have
Exactly.
always been on it.
And
I would
I
like
think-
this to be the All-Star game.
I mean,
That's-
granted, you know, you do kind of get a little pumped up when you hear the Hall of Fame game because
Right.
that means football. You know, it's like the first
It's the beginning. It's
thing
starting.
of
Yep.
football's coming. Yes, finally, we're gonna get back into football.
Yep.
So that part of it, yes, it's a signal to me. You know, I get all hyped up. But I think the game itself, it means absolutely nothing.
But not
It's a
hyped
preseason
enough.
game.
But not hyped up enough to watch it.
Yep.
Eagles had a situation. Riley Cooper got caught with a little racial epithet on this. Is this a deal or is it no deal? What's the big deal here?
Enough already. You know, everybody's crying about this. The problem, see, I can't talk about it from a sports perspective. The problem is the terms he used, there's too much back and forth with the term.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off every time somebody goes off on
Yep.
the fact that, oh, somebody said this word. Well, that's fine, but you're saying the word.
Yeah,
So,
there we go.
that's why I say it. And
It's polarizing, folks. No doubt about it.
It is, but, you know.
All right. We've seen
Double
a
standard.
tremendous number of ACL injuries already just in preseason and training camps. Question for you. Might this be the result of the fact that these coaches have their hands tied in many respects by this CBA, which puts all kinds of restrictions on them on how training camps are allowed to go, when they're allowed to put pads on, when they're allowed to make contact? I don't recall this in the past. Could this be a manifestation of something like that?
Yeah, you know, this has happened in such a quick span of time.
Yep.
I mean, literally in the past week.
Yep.
We've run down the list. Balaga from the Packers, Macklin from the Eagles,
Yep.
Copen from the Broncos, Culver from the Niners, Alexander from the Chargers,
Aurelio's
Ben from
The Eagles.
Morgan from the Saints, and there's a couple other players that
Yep,
were hurt
that were missing,
early,
right.
You know,
I'm wondering whether it's
I don't-
associated with training.
well, obviously, it has to be associated with training. I mean, they're getting hurt in training because something's not being done, obviously.
Right.
You know, they're not in pads right now. You know what I mean?
Chip Kelly's going to the extent of saying he wants the turf inspected down at the training facility for the Eagles.
you know-
I don't think it's that. I think it's that these guys are either coming in unprepared or while they're there, we've got to treat them with kid gloves. That's where I'm coming down on.
Well, you know, if you look at, from a training, from a personal trainer or training perspective,
Right.
at these injuries, there's obviously something they're not probably
Something's not
doing.
right.
Either, like you said, they're coming in not in the
right.
right condition,
Say-
and they're going full speed, or, there's something else going on because there's no real contact.
No, there isn't. Well, there's no way, and I was going to ask, what do you think the over-under is on that we could possibly keep this to 4 minutes, over the course of the next 24 weeks? Real quick, we've got 6 preseason games tonight. Are you watching any of them? How about those Rams, huh?
I don't think it's gonna be on, but I'm gonna try and DVR the play because I want to see.
You want the spreads on these?
How good we're.
I got the spreads on these. No, get out of here. I'm not giving the spreads on these games.
I'm just curious just to see what. I mean, it's pretty. All
right,
we know what it means. It means absolutely nothing.
Cleveland.
But I'm just curious.
Cleveland is actually favored by 3.5 over your Rams.
Okay, you're killing me with this.
Cleveland is favored.
Okay.
Baltimore at Tampa Bay tonight. Tampa Bay is a favorite by 3. Cincinnati at Atlanta. Atlanta is favored by 2.5. If you run down the list of all the games, every home team is favored. That's the way it goes.
Okay. I'm just curious.
This is ludicrous.
It's just some early procrastination.
Spreads on preseason on the first.